Hello, this is Michael Beagley from Hammer Street Productions. Welcome back to another tutorial video in our series, How to Make a Podcast with Only Free Software. Today I want to continue working with presonus studioone Prime, which is a free-to-use software that we covered in our last tutorial. Be sure to check that out by following the card link here. Today, let's talk about equalization, or EQ. There are two ways that I recommend approaching this. The first is by using predetermined levels that you can save as templates, and then using your ears to make small adjustments with every episode. You can also skip this step if you have a deadline approaching and you need to publish as soon as possible. This will mean that your audio won't sound absolutely perfect, but this is podcasting, not mixing for a Grammy nominee. So sometimes good enough works when you've got an urgent deadline. The other approach is called subtractive EQ. I love this method, and we'll learn all about it in the tutorial. I tend to combine these two methods when I'm editing for my podcasts, but it depends on the guest, their vocal quality, and the quality of their recording. If I have a consistent host who records with a consistent microphone in the same room every time, I save time by saving my settings in a save file or template. Here are some good rules to live by. Have a plan. Start with a cheat sheet. Use information from producers who have come before you. Spend time creating templates for repeat clients, then you can tweak the templates with every new episode. Or, if you're in a big hurry, you can plug it into your template and release time-sensitive content faster. Use subtractive editing. Find problem spots and decrease by about 4 dB. Use your ears. Try both headphones and speakers, but favor the headphones mix. Use your eyes. Sometimes we're too tired to hear details clearly. Listening fatigue is a real phenomena. Sometimes it's okay to read the meters and let them guide you. Oftentimes, less is more. You can overproduce and suck the life out of a recording. I've done this before and it's no fun to listen to. Leave some life in the original, raw performance. Enhance the listening experience. Don't distract from it. Know when to publish. There is such a thing as good enough, especially with podcast editing. Perfectionism is a waste of time, so come up with smart systems, get in there, get your editing done, and get out. Let's get started with method 1, the cheat sheet. Before we begin, I want to give a shout out to where I sourced this cheat sheet. This is www.behindthemixer.com/vocal-EQ-settings. Here we are again in presonus studioone, and we're going to work on EQ. So first of all, we're going to start working on our cheat sheet directions. First thing we need to do is we need to record a little bit of dialogue. Here we go. All right, welcome back to Hammer Street Productions, another tutorial video. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. All right, now that we have our audio, what we want to do is you want to go into Browse and add Channel Strip. And Channel Strip is going to give us EQ and a little bit something called a compressor. And we're not going to mess with compression today. We're just going to mess with EQ. So step 1. We're going to add what's called a high-pass filter. A high-pass filter takes out the absolute lowest frequencies. So we're going to add our high-pass filter at 100 hertz. And I really recommend you click on this and type in your numbers. It saves time and gets that accurate number. All right, let's listen back to what it sounds like now with a high-pass filter at 100 hertz. All right, welcome back to Hammer Street Productions, another tutorial video. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. It really rolls off that low end. I really appreciate that. So here we go. The next step, we are going to work with our mids. And our mids are already set at 2.5K. That is within the range that is recommended to us by our cheat sheet. Now I'm going to go minus 3 dB. Minus 4 dB is something I like to mess around with for my detailed editing, but minus 3 dB is pretty good. And here's an adapt Q. Q is the narrowness, like how narrow or how wide something is. So a high Q is going to make it really a narrow cut, and see, this here is a pretty wide cut. So if I don't make it an adapt Q, it makes it a bit more narrow in this situation. Okay, so let's listen to how step 2 sounds. All right, welcome back to Hammer Street Productions, another tutorial video. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. really like how that sounds, and from behindthemixer.com, they're saying that that is to tenderize harsh vocals. I think that sounds nice. That sounds nice. So the next step, we are going to brighten the vocals. They said anything above 6 kilohertz. I think 12's a bit much. So let's maybe go with 7. Type the letter K and enter. There we go. And let's just add a little bit. Let's boost it. Maybe 2 dB. Gentle boost. And let's listen back. Here we go. All right, welcome back to Hammer Street Productions, another tutorial video. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. I think that sounds nice, a little brighter, okay? Now they say smooth it out. And so this is a really narrow cut between 1 and 2K. Okay, how are we going to get there? I don't think we can get here on this, so maybe you want to add a second channel strip. A second channel strip. So this is channel strip 2, and here we want to go to step 4 between 1 and 2K. Here we go. So 1.5K in the mid. Okay, and just a little bit of a cut. Just a little bit of a cut. How about -1? Okay, add some smoothness, it says. Let's listen back. All right, welcome back to Hammer Street Productions, another tutorial video. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. Starting to sound smooth. I appreciate that. Let's go back to our first channel. And no, let's actually keep it on the second channel. And we're going to do step 5 to bring out the bass. So we're going to give it a little bit of a bass boost. So I'm over between the 200 to 600 range. Let's see what we can do. Just a narrow boost. You know what? I'm actually going to add another here because the channel strips are nice. The mid boost kind of gives us the most narrow. Let's click adaptive EQ off. And then what I'm going to do is just between 200 and 600. 400 is the magic number. And again, guys, I'm not using my ears. I'm just using a cheat sheet. Just using a cheat sheet, and I don't necessarily recommend this. You guys need to use your ears when you apply these rules. So let's just give it a boost of 2. Again, really small amount of editing, and let's listen back to our entire cheat sheet mix. Here we go. All right, welcome back to Hammer Street Productions, another tutorial video. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. Cool. Well, I really like the sound of our recording with all of these boosts. Now, what do? 1, 2, and 3 channel strips. We did our 5 steps from behindthemixer.com and their cheat sheet. But there's a bunch of cheat sheets if you just Google it. And this is the one I went with today, and I'm really happy with the sound. Now, what you can do with this is you can save a template, and it can really save you a lot of time when you're making a quick mix. All right, now the next step, the other method we can do, here I'm going to delete these. Let's go to the mixer, and let's delete each one of these. Remove, remove, remove. Okay, now the other method I wanted to teach you was about subtractive editing, okay? So the subtractive method that I learned was we obviously go into here and we add a channel strip. Okay, here we go. What I want to do is I kind of want to make this a loop so I can listen kind of over and over again. And what I want to do is we want to find some problem areas, some problem EQ, and when we listen back, we want to locate that EQ by just jacking it up here, all right? We really want to make it as high as possible. We find a bad EQ, and then we take that and we subtract. Subtractive EQ, okay? Okay, so let's listen back and let's find our problem areas. Here we go. All right, welcome back to Hammer Street Productions, another tutorial video. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. All right, welcome back to Hammer Street Productions, another tutorial video. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like. I think that's especially muddy, so I'm going to want to boost there, just or cut there just a little bit. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. All right, welcome back to Hammer Street Productions, another tutorial video. Okay, and I think that cleans things up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is add another channel strip, do the same thing, because this mid enables us to go And just, here we go. Another tutorial video. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. All right, welcome back to Hammer Street Productions, another tutorial video. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. All right, welcome back to Hammer Street Productions, another tutorial video. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like. There we go. And I reduced it a little bit like that. All right, welcome back to Hammer Street Productions, another tutorial video. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. So that's it, guys. That's the subtractive method. As you can tell, I'm going to drive myself crazy listening to that over and over again. Okay, so as you can tell, I just picked two frequencies that in my ears sounded a little off, and I just took a little bit off of them, right? They sounded a bit odd and a bit harsh, okay? And that could be for many reasons. It could be my microphone, it could be my voice, and it could be your speaker's voice. You're going to get different frequencies if you get someone who's an interviewee that's just on a Zoom call. It's going to just sound different, okay? Their room's going to sound different. But I'm using a dynamic microphone on my computer desk right now, and I'm kind of eating the mic, so it's going to sound really warm. So notice I'm getting some kind of low mids, and then a mid there that just sounded a bit harsh, and I dialed them down. Okay, so those are two different methods, and I hope you guys can use those together. I generally use both of them together, right? So what I usually start with is I apply the first method, which is the cheat sheet method, and then after that I find some little interesting frequencies that I think are a little bit off, and I'll run some especially just small amount of decreasing of those problem areas, and that generally leads me to a well EQ'd dialogue channel. Well, that's about all for today. Thanks for watching this video, and be sure to check out the rest of the playlist, How to Make a Podcast with Only Free Software. We post a new video every Monday. If you're new around here, don't forget to click like and subscribe to the Hammer Street Productions YouTube channel. We're also active on Facebook and Twitter, so feel free to stop over there and get involved in our audio production discussions. And if you're interested in learning more about what Hammer Street Productions can do for you and your project, drop on by our website at hammerstreetproductions.com. Check out what we've been working on, check out our testimonials page, and see what our happy customers are saying. And go ahead and fill out our contact form and let us know how we can help you get the pro audio you need. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Monday and every Monday with another tutorial video.